welcome to episode 190 of the Game Brew Podcast, the bi-weekly video game podcast where we sip delicious bevs and discuss video games. Today, we're going to get into another game of Brewpardy, but this time celebrating the vibrant, powerful, and totally legendary LGBTQ+ community in the world of video games, from the groundbreaking characters and unforgettable creators to iconic moments that make us feel seen, heard, and powerful. So whether you're a seasoned gamer, an ally, or just here for the pixel perfect trivia, buckle up. We've got categories sure to remind you of facts you found during your playthroughs and also give you some new things to play you may not have heard of. Our fabulous contestants are ready. The scoreboard is glowing and the glitter is metaphorical because I'm not present, so I can't throw the glitter at you guys. So you're in luck there.
Also, I just vacuumed. I just
got rid of the last time.
Okay, I just want to reaffirm I don't care. I will throw the glitter. And I am your host, Allison Hunty Van Dievender, and I'm joined by Dan Serving Realness Rots.
It really is serving realness right now. The most.
Chris Slay King writes.
Yas.
Oh,
Yes.
I know that. Yes. Yas,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And Gray boots the house down, Manstash.
I wish I had like a fan.
Oh my gosh, the clap.
Oh, that would have
be
been
very good.
Heck.
Yes. Unfortunately, we're ill prepared. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, the clap.
We don't have a budget for props.
yeah, from
The clack
the clack from the
Mhm.
fan going.
from the fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would require a props budget. So anyway, on this episode of the Game Brew Podcast, we're going to Kiki while we flex some game knowledge muscles, duck walking in Brewpardy. But first, it's time for a bev. And I don't have a pop. I'm sorry.
Well, it's okay.
Chris,
That's
what
okay.
are we drinking today?
I am drinking Voodoo Ranger Danger Beach. Yeah, so it came in like a box of like a bunch of different Voodoo Rangers. They like to New Belgium likes to basically take their Voodoo Ranger beer and just do stuff with it.
Just go all sorts of crazy with it, right?
Just
Mhm.
shotgun spray of flavor.
Yeah, it's weird. Like it's cold, but it like like when beer has been sitting out a little while and it's like a little warm and kind of like loses that like bite to it.
Yes.
I think we lost our visual.
No, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
It has
clicking.
that.
You
So,
fooled
like,
me. It's fine. Sorry.
It's weird.
Sorry.
You're good. Yeah, so I'm not sure how I feel about it. It is fruity. And the can is yeah.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I love that. That's pretty.
But yeah, I'm sure I'll finish it. And yeah, I'm unsure about it at the moment.
Yeah, and you'll be sleepy afterwards because New Belgium.
Probably not.
Yeah, no, it's probably not. But I will say, like the Voodoo Ranger stuff is like that's kind of like their tent pole right now. Of like
That and Fat Tire.
Fat Tire's kind of like always. That's like their old the old
faithful.
standard. But like Voodoo
Their old
Ranger flagship, tent pole. That's it. But there's poles involved somewhere.
When Heavy Seas does it, it's the flagship.
Yeah. But yeah, Voodoo Ranger is what up. It's like like what they do everything on. What's the percent?
Yeah, it's solid.
What's the percentage on it? Soba asks.
7.1.
7.1. Okay.
Yeah, so
Very nice.
kind of strong. Yeah.
Very nice.
New Belgium likes to make things delicious, and 5 minutes later, and you're on the floor.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Accurate.
All right, Allison, who's next? You have to pick. You're the host.
I'll just go next so I can get mine out of the way. So I am drinking Malibu Mango, and I have a special Mountain Dew here to go with it. So I've been saving this one. I was actually going to do it on one of my own streams, but with everything broken, I just decided at this point I don't even know if it's good to drink. Technically, it's expired, so I don't care.
Dew.
It's Mountain Dew.
I don't
I'll
think
be
it
fine.
expired.
That and Twinkies are lasting forever.
They'll
So
survive.
We're gonna find out together. So this is called Baja Point Break Punch. It's one of the 20th anniversary celebration flavors they came out with. I hadn't tried it yet. And this has just been in my fridge for far too long. So we're just gonna do it. And I did the mango on purpose because it's supposed to be, tropical, because all the Bajas are.
Right.
It doesn't exactly explain like what flavors in this that's different from normal Baja.
It never does. But like, what do the fruits look like on the label?
I mean, pineapple.
And,
that could be a pink blueberry,
or like
I don't know what it is.
Or like a pomegranate or something.
I don't think it's a pomegranate.
Okay.
Maybe, but it looks like a blueberry.
Maybe a dragon fruit.
A cherry.
Ooh, a dragon
fruit. A raspberry is my guess.
Okay.
Or is it a baby dragon?
He's a baby dragon.
Sorry, I couldn't put
gotta.
myself together on that one.
Joey Wheeler.
Joey Wheeler.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
What? Uh-oh, what?
I don't know if it's the expired taste.
It might just be
like,
bad.
It might just be bad. That's what I'm like, oh no, it's expired. I don't know if it's that it's bad or it's expired.
I mean, generally sodas don't go that bad that fast.
It's
how
also,
expired is it?
It's a year.
That's pretty expired.
That's pretty expired.
It's pretty expired.
But I will
like I don't like go bad. It just gets like bland.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Like there's no fizz here. We can all see that, right?
Yeah.
So there's like a couple little bubbles and that's it. It's just kind of got a plasticky taste.
Was it in a plastic?
That's all that microplastic.
Yeah. That's what I'm like, am I just consuming microplastics? Maybe.
Well,
Probably.
we're always consuming microplastics, but I will say, anytime they come out with like a like one of the Baja Blast like sister flavors, like where they're just like, it's Baja Blast, but with this instead, I always hate it every single time. It is not as good as Baja Blast, the original. I think the only the only Mountain Dews that I have ever truly liked, aside from like Baja Blast is great. Gamer Fuel was great whenever that came out, which was like the Halo 2 version.
Halo,
yeah. And then World of Warcraft.
I don't think Baja Blast was around for Halo 2.
It wasn't Baja Blast. It was just
Code Red.
It was
Code
Red.
Red.
There was Code Red, and then they came out with the blue Gamer Fuel.
Voltage is the blue one, but maybe
no. They did because they did a Halo, but they also did World of Warcraft blue and red because of Horde and Alliance, and there was a whole big like campaign with it.
I feel like I might have asked this before, but do you guys remember Sprite Remix?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Sprite Remix was awesome. Anyways.
But it's like this isn't bad on the front end, but there's a weird plasticky taste on the back end. Ragnar said, "Ooh, mango." I can say that mango is my favorite Malibu flavor. If nobody's tried it, it's amazing. It goes great in anything tropical you're doing. It doesn't give it. I know some people are really against Malibu because it gives like a suntan lotiony taste to things that coconut flavor. I don't taste anything at all with this other than like delicious mango flavor. So if you haven't tried it, very good for a white rum. And Soba said the expiration date is for the plastic bottle, not the soda. Maybe that's why it tastes like plastic on the back end. And maybe the plastic bottle has deteriorated into my soda. Oopsie poopsie. I'm poisoning myself. But
oopsie poopsie.
To be fair, like alcohol is just poisoning yourself, so we're always just poisoning ourselves on this.
Right. I'm just going like the extra mile. And he said if you don't like, the best thing to do is only taste it once, aka pound it, which I'm kind of doing. I'm halfway down already. So we'll just finish that up as we move on, and we'll go to Gray. Gray, are you imbibing?
I am imbibing.
Yay.
I'm imbibing with some Bullet bourbon.
Nice.
Yeah.
But like that.
Just on ice?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Straight Bullet bourbon, baby. The BBB.
Nice. The straight the SBBB?
The SBB
SBBB.
Straight Bullet Bourbon, baby.
SBBB.
I'm Googling Bullet bourbon right now. I think I've had this once. And I have had this once.
Probably had it at MagFest, maybe.
Maybe that's where I vividly
Bob
remember
brought
this
it?
bottle.
Yeah.
That might be it. Yes, Bob brought it, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe Bob or like maybe
Bob's got good
Moser.
taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's a good like. It's not crazy expensive. It's just solid.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
solid, really good bourbon. If you want,
I'm
If
not a
you still want
huge
some good taste to it for
Yeah.
a bourbon, Bullet is always a safe bet.
Yeah, I'm not a big bourbon person.
Are you a
But
little bourbon person?
I am a little bourbon person.
I'm a human
Short
person,
joke.
so
But
Weirdo.
I have had more bourbon in the last year than I've ever had in my life.
That's good.
That's how you become a big bourbon person.
Yeah, I think so. And like I think knowing people who know things about bourbon has helped. Like Bob, he brought, lots of cool things for me to try at MagFest, and I really loved that. And he mixed it in a way that was really delicious too. When I did it straight, I was like, okay, I can tell this is good, but I still don't love it. But then when he mixed it, I was like, okay, I get it. Like it was good that way for me.
Yeah, I can't remember. Did you tried the Japanese whiskey I brought, right?
Yes.
Ooh,
Like,
Japanese
Also,
whiskey's great.
did you
I'm
feel
not
good or bad
huge into
about it?
whiskey, but I really enjoyed that experience. Like it's not something I might necessarily do on my own and go buy a bottle.
Sure.
However, I really did like it and having it, and I don't know, I love trying new things. And out of whiskey, I really enjoyed that when I
Nice.
don't normally enjoy whiskey.
Yeah, especially
So
that 'cause it's kind of in the Scotch family too.
Mhm.
yeah. So it's definitely something that now with that experience, and then we have a friend who we visited, for a game night, and he's big into bourbon, and he smokes it, like he has a smoker and
Mhm.
stuff
Like,
for
yeah.
for the drink, things like that. Like it was really cool, and I appreciated it more. So I guess I don't know, maybe by this time next year I'll be a bourbon person if I keep going this route. I'm enjoying trying them, but again, at this point I wouldn't grab it for myself. But
Sure.
yeah, that's
You
like
probably have fun with one of those whiskey tours.
yeah, that's what Hannah wants to
Think
do.
about
Well,
history.
she doesn't want to
Yeah.
do it, but she wants to do it, but doesn't want to drink the whiskey. I want to do it and drink the whiskey.
Mhm. You go through the
Um,
families and stuff. It's so interesting.
yeah. So what about bullet bourbon, as a person who doesn't know anything about bourbon, is one you would grab versus others?
Oh, I mean, it's pretty much. I'd hate to say the poor man's bourbon, but it's just like I said. It's and what Chris said. It's very cheap, but it's good. Like you still
You
have
get a
that
lot. It's
flavor
like you get a lot for your
profile.
money.
Right, exactly. And it's well made, well crafted. There's a lot of pride in the Bullet franchise. Um, so I just enjoy it just as like a cheaper than going out there and getting a $300 bottle of something, and this
Oh
is only
yeah.
70, you know.
Yeah,
So
for
it's
sure.
a lot of bang for your buck.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Now I know. And knowing is half the battle.
Go, Joe.
Mm.
GI bourbon. Um, okay, Dan, what about you? What are you drinking?
I'm continuing my my journey through summer drinking beers because it's too darn
Mhm.
hot.
It
And
It is
as
darn hot.
it is too darn hot, and like my man Cole Porter says, people come by for a few cold waters and a the so I'm drinking Travis Kelsey's beer, Garage Beer,
Mm.
which is it's a small batch brewed lime beer. So basically, it's like a light lager with lime flavoring. So kind of like in the same vein as like your Bud Light Limes, your Coronas, your Land Sharks, that kind of stuff. But it's only 4% ABV, so it is not a like this isn't a it's going to get you drunk beer. It's like it will, but you have to drink a whole bunch of them. Yeah. Yeah, like a cerveza. But it's good. It's it has like that lime flavor. It's definitely more refreshing than like because I've kind of been falling off of I don't want to drink as much like crazy flavorful beers this time of year because it makes me so like heavy. I feel so heavy after I drink them, and I'm like, I want something that's gonna keep me like hydrated and like light on my toes, ready to play beach volleyball at a moment's notice. But oh my god,
As
Allison.
everyone should be.
All the alcohol was at the bottom.
I'm like, I just looked over. I was like, did you drink the whole thing?
Almost.
Already?
We decided I had to pound it.
I mean, that's true. Yeah.
Because it tastes bad because of the plasticiness. So I'm just going.
But it's just good. It's good. It's not too lime. Like the problem I have with like Bud Light lime is it tastes too limey. I don't like that. This has enough lime that it's like it's good. It's refreshing, and it has that light-ish beer flavor, and it only has 95 calories, 3 grams of carbs.
Yeah. Oh man,
Okay.
Not bad at all.
that just reminded me. Oh wow, what is it called?
And go Birds. Travis Kelce.
While Chris is thinking, just to upset 2 communities, I had no idea who Travis Kelce was again.
Perfect.
I was like,
Gotcha.
his name keeps coming back. And I'm like, I know that name, but I don't know why every time someone says it. And I have to Google him every time. And I'm like, oh yeah, that guy. The guy who plays sports.
It's the Kelce's. It's Jason and Travis Kelce. Their whole.
Yeah. And also the one who's dating Taylor Swift. So like I'm upsetting both the sports community and the Swifties. Which is essentially everyone but me, I think.
That's everyone.
So
Chuggability.
Travis Kelce's
on the Chiefs.
So then why'd you say go Birds?
Because Jason Kelce was on the Eagles.
They're 2 different people.
Yeah, but they're brothers and they did this together. I just said the wrong name first. That was my bad.
Thanks for pointing it out, Chris.
Yeah. Thanks, you butthead. But also
I go back. Oh no, I messed
it's
up
okay.
already.
You could just leave it there.
I'm gonna leave it here.
But the chuggability is super high. Also, Chris, what was the chuggability of yours?
Moderately high.
Okay. Allison?
Clearly I chugged the whole thing.
So super high. Out of necessity, super high.
Yeah, 487 butterflies on my shirt out of 3.
Okay. And Gray?
Oh, I mean, it just depends on how quickly you want to get smashed.
Okay. So
like
heavy?
4 if no, 9 if yes.
Okay, great. And then I do have to bring up that my favorite Mountain Dew is the discontinued Mountain Dew Black Label that was available from 2015 to 2020, but then it's not available anymore. And that was the saddest day because it's like a dark berry, like blackberry, and it was really good. I like that one a lot.
I never tried that one.
It was really good. But anyway, that's it. That's about it again.
I do have Malibu Black as well. Related, but not related. So I did just Google Jason Kelce because Soba says that Chris looks a little like him, and I agree. Chris looks a little like him in the fact that
we have beards.
They're white men with beards.
White men to look similar. So yes,
there you go.
I did ask.
That's my beer.
And
that works.
And I mean, I knew Chris was trouble when he walked in. That's
trouble,
nice.
trouble.
Yeah, and to clarify, I actually like Taylor Swift songs. I'm just not a Swiftie, so don't come at me. Okay, so with that, we are going to move on into what games we are playing. I should have had a good segue, but I didn't. Could have made a Swift one.
It's harder than it looks, isn't it?
But I'm just not quick enough. Okay, so what
You're not
are
Swifty enough, you might
I'm not
say?
Swifty. Yeah, it's part of my problem. I need to get help. So what games are we playing? I'll start because Dan and I were playing a similar game.
Yes.
And Dan might have other things he wants to talk about, but this is kind of my only one.
It's not only is it similar, it's the same.
It is the same. So I'm going to talk about this, and then I'm going to talk about a makeup I bought I know it's not related, but it's related.
You got it.
So we're going to start with Chrono Odyssey. So the beta was this weekend, the closed beta. We played it this weekend, and I would love to know your thoughts, Dan. I have a lot.
Oh.
But what are you thinking in general about the Chrono Odyssey experience? It's an MMO. Sorry, I should state that. And yeah, we'll see what you feel about it, and then I'll go with mine.
It's an MMO, third person, sort of hack and slash adventure game. So it has sort of it gives me Warframe slash Elden Ring vibes.
Yes,
because of
definitely.
the way that the enemies are there and they have health bars, but it still like has hack and slashy stuff.
Definitely like Elden Scrolls meets like
yes,
a Morrowind world to me, kind of.
Elden Scrolls.
Feeling.
Elder Scrolls or
What
Elden
did I say?
You said
Elden
Scrolls.
Elden
now
Ring.
I don't know anymore.
Elder Scrolls.
Elden Ring meets Elder Scrolls. That's what I was trying to say.
So you said the right thing. You said what you meant as the same thing.
Yeah, Elden Scrolls.
Yes.
Elden Scrolls.
Elden Scrolls. I was mashing it up. That's its togetherness. But yes, I like it gives me that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
The world feels very Elder Scrolls, and the combat feels very Unforgiving and Elden Ring.
Yeah,
for me.
And there's a variety of different weapon types you can do. There's like archers, there's swords, there's big smashy hammers.
I love big smashy hammers.
Yeah, big smashy great swords.
Best.
There's also like some classes that we couldn't play yet because of the closed beta, but like one of them looks to use like knives, like an assassin. One looked to use like firearms and spells was another one. So those will maybe come later.
Yeah.
But
I tried the archer, and I think you tried a melee specific one, right?
Well, I did the same. We were both rangers, but you were doing the shooty version of it, and I was doing the stabby version of it.
That's why I got confused, because you were just using the sword. So all the classes, you have 3 weapons for each class that you can use. 2 of them are equipable, and you can flip back and forth between them. Each weapon has its own level, so you need to use your weapon in order to gain skills for it. So even if you're level 10, you could be level 0 on one of your weapons. So if you equip that weapon, you're going to be kind of useless. So that's an interesting,
early WoW.
Yes, like early WoW, exactly. So, or like there's a lot of, I guess, MMOs that do this. Ragnarok, a couple other ones. So I went bow, and then I would use melee as needed. Well, a lot of the bosses truly weren't allowing me to do much with bow early, and so I switched to crossbow, and it turns out bow is just like lame.
It's just slow and far away. It's definitely a support.
Slow, far away, no damage. I don't know why I would do it. Like, there's no real benefit after swapping. I was quicker with the crossbows, did more damage. I could dodge things easier. Like, everything about the crossbows was a better experience. So I kind of felt upset about that, because I was excited about the idea of using like a traditional bow and arrow. I feel like too many games go into the crossbow because it's fast, right? And I just want a traditional.
But yeah, I mean, technically, if you're thinking if it's a real crossbow would be slower,
right?
Because the reload takes longer, and
they're always
depending on the
magical.
age, you have to crank it and get everything up there.
They're always magical crossbows, and they're dual wield.
So
you're pewing like guns. It's essentially guns.
Okay.
It's actually guns.
Yeah, I feel like bows should just be. Bows are just so hard because they could either be real broken or be terrible and useless.
Yeah,
and so like they're really hard to balance. I feel like for most games.
Yeah, and that's what I definitely saw here. So switching, I was having a better experience. I was actually really frustrated that everybody who was playing melee seemed to be having such a better time, do more damage, easier dodge, because a lot of my abilities were like pull and cast kind of things where I had to stand there. So again, maybe that has a place, but I just don't think you could play the game on bow from start to finish and
From
be
the beginning.
happy.
Yeah. It's definitely the
Um,
secondary one
yes.
of the two options or the three options. Or
And
the tertiary one. Sorry.
I also felt like range attacks I was missing a lot more than I felt I should be. And I
Mhm.
can't tell exactly what was going on, but to me it felt like there was either invisible walls
There
that
is
I
a
couldn't shoot through.
there's a range part that they don't really tell you about. That's what I
Right.
noticed when I was playing with the crossbows, because whenever you're playing, it doesn't, like, if you can aim at a person and be shooting the crossbow, but until that little blue, like there's like a little blue crosshair that pops
Marker,
up,
yeah.
that means you're actually going to hit. So I think
Right.
it's the same thing.
And I figured that out too. So I
Yeah.
think there are two things there for sure. It's that, which again, the game isn't explaining things to you, and that's where like that Elden Ring idea comes in, right? Where you really have to just figure your game out yourself in a lot of ways,
Mhm.
which I don't mind as long as they give you the basics to function. And but then there were spells that like enemies would cast that don't look like a wall, but I think there's a blocker around, like a enemy would cast a big stone wall, and I would know I can't shoot through the stone wall, so I'd go above it, but I'm still not able to shoot. So I'm just not sure if there's like
It's
maybe
like a front
the
back.
yeah, the hit boxes aren't exactly right
Yeah.
for all the things that are out. It's beta, right?
Yeah, it's
Like
in beta, so there's a lot of stuff that's still gonna be worked on. I mean, a lot of it was
yeah,
still broken whenever we were playing it, and like there were like a lot of like quests or things where there would be little broken parts of them. But that's gonna
where
happen.
you completely can't do things.
Yeah,
And and that was also possible where
yeah.
it's like not just a little broken part, but like this whole big thing that's supposed to progress your character in levels and equipment we couldn't do. And
Well,
it was just broken
okay.
for our whole
Well,
server.
but to be fair, you guys were like trying to blast through things so fat, like so early. There
Just
was
wanted
just to give you, we were all playing at the same time, and one of the first things that happens is you get to like a big boss room, and it's like really hard, and you die right away, and then it says, oh yeah, you could do that and then go do some other things and level up and come back later. But Fee and Allison, the
We're
intern,
like, no, we
and,
have to
and
do it.
and Rev were all like, oh no, we're gonna do this right away, like we're gonna do this. And they spent, like, I'm gonna say probably a good 30 to 45 minutes like just doing that one thing over and over again, and then like very Souls like. But then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go do other quests, and then I came back like 2 hours later, and I was like, okay, let's do this. And I was like, oh, that wasn't that hard. I don't know what you guys were talking about. It was pretty easy. If only
yeah.
you had done what you were supposed to do in the first place.
Well, it was like a challenge, and I really wanted to see what the game could like I could do within this game, right?
Was it like a challenge or was it a challenge?
It was a challenge. Yeah, it was. At that level
Almost
and
like a challenge.
especially using bow at that point, it was a
Yeah,
challenge.
that would have been tough.
So that one was very difficult, but like I like that about this game in that I can push myself in different ways. Like you can wait and just level and come back to things, or you could just try to do it. And I like that opportunity. I don't like when things are locked. For instance, there was a section that was locked, and it was like the first party dungeon. A lot of the stuff was solo, and I wasn't loving that. And then we saw this party thing. Well, Dan tried to go to it and it said, oh, we're item locked until we get to level 11 average on our items. So we did that today. We got to level 11 and we took 3 people in, and it was so easy. It was so simple and dumb compared to everything we had done to that point that I was like, this is pointless. To make this the first party item and make you required to get to level 11. There was no need for it. So that was a little upsetting and leads me to concern for the future of the game. Like the whole point in this game for me would be playing with friends. not soloing everything. So I'm a little nervous about the party content and what that looks like. And that's why we were pushing so hard, was to see what this content really was before it ended. And that will be my reservation. I liked everything else about the game. I would like to try it when it launches. But that's my concern, is like the whole purpose of the MMO is to play with friends. What can I do with friends that I need to do with friends, right?
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
And that seems to be like the problem with a lot of the new MMOs that are coming out, is they are geared more towards solo exploration than they are cooperative like stuff. Which is where it's like WoW really got its like foot in the door with like the, oh yeah, you could do things as a party and you do all that, like you find a group, you could do stuff by yourself if you want, but it always is more fun and goes faster and it's better if you have buddies, you know. Games these
like
days
in real life.
Yeah. And then a lot of these new MMOs don't really give you that sort of fix. So yeah, as Allison said, I think I'll be interested to see where it goes. I don't know if I'll continue playing it when it comes out. We'll have to see. But it was interesting to play in the beta, just with, because I love to be jorking it whenever I was there.
I'm sorry,
That's his
what?
character name. So let's get clear.
My character's name was Jorkin it. So
Loving it.
So anytime anybody would be it was like, oh,
Lovely.
oh, look, he's jorking it. Or it's like, listen, I'm over here just jorking it. I'm just jorking it over here. You know.
My character's name was Patricia, and so
Patricia
I made
jorking it.
Patricia, yeah. So I made her look like super ridiculous. Like the character customization is really good. You can make beautiful characters, but I wanted to make the weirdest thing I could make. So I made like an alien who's definitely trying to be a human, named Patricia. And that was my story in my head. And it was fun because every once in a while I'd run around and like somebody was carrying a barrel from a quest point into town. And to be clear, these barrels can one-shot low players. And they were just carrying it through town, and like I knew in my head what they were about to do, so I just kind of like followed them for a minute to watch to see if they were going to just go kill someone in town. And they literally in all chat went, "There's nothing to see here, Patricia, leave." And for some reason, like it's so funny to me when people are just when people are just like, "Patricia, what are you doing?" and things like that. I'm just like, yes.
Patricia.
So anyway, yeah, that was my character.
I love that we've been talking about this for
so long.
Oh, also, yeah, we also started late. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, yeah,
okay.
we did start late. But yeah, I mean, go try it out. I think we'll see what happens. You know, we'll see what goes on with it.
I think I would like it. Or no?
Did you like Dark Souls first off?
Yes,
of course.
He loves Dark Souls.
Then in that aspect you'll like. But again, I think it really depends on how they fix the game.
Yeah,
I think you'll like it if they fix the game. Yes.
Because again, still in beta, so who knows exactly how it's going to look.
How do you get into the beta?
The beta's over.
The beta's done.
Ew.
Yeah. So, Sally.
So I'll let you know after this, like what the plan is, but it could be forever. They have a lot to fix. I'll say that. All right. So, Chris, what were you playing?
So I would continue playing a little bit of Monster Sanctuary. I tried out Balatro, which I'd heard a lot about, and maybe I just haven't played it enough, but I don't get all the hype. It's just make big number go burr.
Yes. It's
it's great. But
that's exactly it.
Once I figure out how to make the big number go burr, I've kind of beaten the game. So it's like,
well, right, but
like literally in my second run, I beat it.
Right, good. Then you did the right thing. But then it gets harder. Like then, as you go through, there's different decks to use and different things.
Yeah, and I tried like a couple different decks, and so like, it seems like it'd be a fun game to like play on an airplane for a little bit.
Yes,
but, like
it's
no Slay the Spire.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Balatro is a good, like, it's a really good, like, it's on phone, and I think it's a great game to be on your phone. Like, it's super good. Like, I have it on my Switch. I wouldn't play it on computer because it's like it's like if I'm going to be sitting here, I don't want to do that.
Right.
But-
Yeah. No, I got it for my Steam Deck, and it was fun for a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I also picked up Dune Awakening, which is a little bit out of my wheelhouse. I'm not super huge into crafting games, and this is very much a crafting game, but it's also kind of like an MMORPG too. So that's been fun. And it's like there's it's set in the Dune universe. It's made by the same people that did Age of Conan and Conan
Yes.
Exiles. So it's like they have their chops in the survival RPG kind of realm. But the Dune skin on things is awesome. Like they did a great job of like kind of building that world, and it's kind of like it's like a world where Paul Muad'Dib did not like get born or whatever. So like there's a lot more like
Wait.
different stuff going on. It's like a parallel universe basically.
And what do they say? What's Paul Atreides? What's his like title? What do they call him?
Is it deep?
Lisan Al Gaib.
Lisan Al Gaib, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
But there's the sandworm, which like there's like certain sections that you like can cross, with either like in vehicles that you craft or just like on foot, and depending on certain things, like you might summon a sandworm and it might eat you, and you might lose everything on you, which is awful. It hasn't happened to me yet. It's happened to Tyler a couple times, or at least
Nice.
once. And I don't know. It's been a lot of fun so far. It's really cool exploring it. The combat's pretty fun. They have a bunch of different like classes, but you can kind of like go into every class also. So it's been cool. Also, side note, I looked this up. I was reminded because we were talking about like super light beers earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the lightest beer of all time. It tasted literally like alcoholic water.
Mm-hmm.
Called Light Shift. I don't know if you've had this.
Light Shift. No.
It
Sounds
comes
like
in
a video game.
It's so it's not beer. It says it's a lager. It's not beer. It's literally just alcoholic water. I had the luxury of trying it the weekend before this at a music festival, because they were out of everything else at the $6 beer place. So
Just want to hydrate.
A rating of
It has
2.8 out of 5.
It has 0 carbs. I don't know how they made beer with alcohol in it that has no carbs. That can't be right. There's carbs in alcohol.
That seems impossible.
There's carbs in vodka.
How could there be no carbs? I've been noticing a trend where people are using rice flour. Like there's a lot of like very light, summery drinkable beers that are made using like rice. So it's kind of like rice wine, but instead it's beer. And they're pretty good.
This tasted like like the flavor of like hard seltzers that like has that very like White Claws have that like it's like whatever flavor and the flavor of White Claw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
It basically just tasted like unflavored White Claw.
Love it. Don't love it.
So it said $6 at a festival. You would be happy for alcohol water, and he also said,
"Yeah, absolutely. I would be happy at a festival for $6 alcohol water."
And said
100%.
If the yeast eats all the carbs, it's technically carb free. They probably just fermented sugar and nutrients in water.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
Yeah, no, I mean, I did one of the days get the last Natty Boh, which I was pretty happy about.
Nice.
Yeah, I basically like asked for a bunch of Natty Bohs and like a couple. They had these apple Bush Lights.
Ooh!
I grabbed a couple of those. They weren't awful.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's Bush Light. It's about as what you expect from drinking Bush.
Yeah. Also, my buddy Ian Strickler used to love him some Bush Light. So
yes, indeed.
Yeah. Good times.
Well, cool. All right. Well, how about you, Gray? What have you been playing?
Nothing too crazy considering my computer is only half alive
I
at the
figured.
moment.
Oh, it's just
Um,
mostly dead.
I'm some parts are moving now. I was talking to Dan about
He's
it
not
before
dead. He's
we
It doesn't count
started.
when, it doesn't
dead.
count when you just spin the fan.
Yeah, no. But I've been playing same as last time I was on some AFK Arena Journey or whatever it is, and leveling up my characters and making them ascend and be all powerful and starring up and stuff, which is pretty
How's that
fun.
feeling? Is it still good now that you've played it for a while?
Yeah, it's definitely a very solid like kind of what like Chris was saying about Balatro, where it's like, oh, I got a couple minutes, I'll kick it up, do a couple battles, like mine for some gold and stuff like that. So it definitely keeps you entertained. But I've also been playing Resident Evil 3 on my Switch
Nice.
Nice.
because I needed something a little bit more juicy.
Resident Evil 3.
It's so
good
good.
one.
Two's
That's
still
the
my
one with
favorite. But
Oh, 3 is not the one that I was thinking of.
no,
I was
3
thinking
is
of
with
4. It's been put out for
Nemesis.
literally everything.
Yeah.
yeah, Nemesis.
Yeah.
RE3 is Nemesis. Is it the
Mhm.
remake or is it the OG RE3?
Oh, the remake. I don't
The
think
remake.
you can play the OG on Switch.
Oh no, you could play it on PlayStation. No, that's bad. Sorry.
I feel like
So you said this used to be your favorite?
What? RE3?
Yeah, is that what you said? Sorry, I don't know if I caught that.
No. It said Resident Evil 2 is still my favorite, but
Oh, still
RE3
okay.
is
Sorry.
very good.
I think
I just the police station in Resident
It's
Evil
great.
2 is just so good.
Mhm.
So good.
it's like a classic. It's like the mansion. It really is like I
Right.
think of two things, and it's the mansion and RPD.
hmm
And that's it.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's still good.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting in them introducing what you call it mechanics. Like map mechanics where you can like shoot something and it goes off and
Mhm.
electrifies the zombies,
Yes.
Mhm.
like traps and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the first one they did that in, which is pretty cool. But I've been having some fun with it.
Nice.
Very cool.
Very neat.
Mhm.
I need to go back and play all those now that they're re-releasing them, but my list
so
of things to do is too long with
Yeah.
games.
Too many. It's like Chris's backlog. There's just too many games to even fathom playing.
or my pile of shame.
The pile of shame.
Yeah, that's what you call all the unopened or unpainted things that you have for Warhammer. It's your
Yep.
pile of shame.
Yep, that's my D&D. My D&D pile of shame is under my printer right now. So
Well, speaking of your pile of shame, I got nothing here. We're gonna play Brewpardy. And hopefully this session doesn't leave you in a pile of shame from not getting many points. There we go. I did it.
Yeah.
there we go.
God, that was
Perfect.
smooth.
That was
That's
a
so
really
smooth.
good one.
Butter.
Thank you.
Like butter.
If you'll believe it, that was
It's only 8:52. We're finally getting to
We're finally doing the episode.
well, I only have one page of this, so I guess it's probably good because who knows how fast this will go. Thanks for all the sound effects. So I am going to just go through the Brewpardy board real quick and give you guys the categories and what they mean. Because obviously this is a Pride edition. So all of the questions are going to be related to different things in gaming that are LGBTQIA plus vibes. So category 1 is queer coded or canon. So this is going to be related to characters and are they actually queer coded? Which means that they have canonically are not defined by the game makers as part of the community, but everyone just kind of thought they are, or they have their own theories, right? There's a lot of presumptions.
Got it.
So Which one is it? Is it defined by the gaming companies as actually a member, or do we just think it is? Category 2 is very different.
It's the same though.
I lied. It's the same. So I just had a lot for this one.
Got it. Okay.
So I made 2 categories.
Perfect.
So if you want one, just flip it. How you're saying it will matter to me on which column I'm picking. The next one is true or troll. So I'm going to give you a factoid, and you're going to tell me if that is a true factoid or if I'm trolling you with that.
Okay.
Category 3 is studio love, which is what studio made the game I'm describing.
Okay.
The last one is playable and proud. That's going to be related to characters in a game that are, hold on, let me make sure. I've changed these categories so much. So let me tell you about how I developed this game. I was really finding it difficult to not repeat questions.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
the reason for that is I didn't want to get too obscure. I wanted everybody to have an opportunity to potentially get these questions right. So I changed the way these are a couple times. I can't look at the questions, can I, without showing you?
You can't. No,
anyway, once I get to the first question, I'll be able to explain it a little better.
Okay.
I just can't remember which way I tweaked this. So I'm sorry. This is a great Brewpardy board.
It's great. That's really
and
all
you
we
did a
need.
great job.
And you did a
Thank
great
you.
job making it.
Thank you. It's roughly going to be about a character, and I'm describing it, and you have to guess the character.
Got it.
I think that's what I ended
Perfect.
up doing. Okay. So, with that, how does it start? Do I just pick somebody to go?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
You just pick somebody.
I pick
So,
Gray.
just real quick, I have one question. So
Yes.
it sounds like the first 3 categories have 2 options of answers.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes or no.
Yes. Trying to make it a little easier. Yes.
So whoever answers second just gets it, potentially, if the first person is wrong.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Don't poke holes in. Don't poke holes in free points.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess
That's
so.
okay. Listen, hey, sometimes it's not Brewpardy. It's
And
just.
how do we buzz in?
And how do we buzz in?
Yeah. So this little buzzer. Hold on. Let me add this.
Is this going to be in our soundboard?
No.
Is it this one?
I'm spicy and served
Do you guys
hot.
want to do soundboard? Let's do soundboard. You can pick a sound. Does everybody have a
I'm
sound?
spicy
Yeah, that's
and
mine.
served hot.
Okay. What's your
I
sound,
can't play
Gray?
any sounds.
Here's
I
mine.
can't play any sounds.
You don't have any sounds?
No.
Okay.
I'm on
Gray,
my
just
laptop.
go buzz.
And also, someone did at the music festival, someone sang that like during one of their sets, and I lost it. And I thought it.
I'm spicy and served hot.
Oh,
Can't
Gray
play
can do.
sounds.
Gray can do. Can you do any others?
Oh, I chose that one.
No, I just clicking stuff.
Yeah,
No,
he's
you-
just testing his sound.
Because you should have a soundboard in Discord that you can use.
I've
Yeah, we
never
can do
used
that
it
to make it
before.
easier.
But you
Oh, I could do
can.
this. Nope, that one's locked.
Now I don't
Do you-
know how to access the soundboard in Discord. Oh, it's a little thing that says open soundboard.
It's a little thing at the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just hit.
Bottom left.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Great.
So everybody has their sound
I'm spicy and served hot.
and the air horn, of course.
I feel like that's going to be a disservice to me. 'cause it's
Yeah, we'll see. You picked it. So we'll just go ahead with that then. I'm going to pick Gray to pick our first category.
Let's do true or troll for 100.
All right. So the first question is Final Fantasy VII includes a hidden option for Cloud
I'm
to go.
spicy and served hot.
Oh, all right, Chris.
True.
Okay. Like, how should I do this? Because if I go
That's
to
up-
the answer,
That's up to you. Do you want it's if Chris is right, then he gets the points. You could just go. Then nobody gets the points for that one, and
I guess
it goes
we'll
on to
do
the next
that.
one.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, I think that's best. True.
Yay!
With the right dialogue choices, Cloud can take Barrett on a date to the Golden Saucer.
Nice.
Which is like, what you should do. You should hang out with your bro.
Yeah.
You should. Yes.
Spend
And
our
Bro
everybody
time, bro.
keep
you
your
gotta
own
get your
points.
bro time.
Keep your own points because I can't be bothered.
Keep your own points.
I cannot be bothered. Absolutely cannot be
Chat,
bothered.
feel free to keep the points too.
I have
and-
1,000 points already.
And
I
chat,
can't
also feel
believe-
free to
yeah.
answer along. The guys aren't allowed to look in chat. I'm giving you that rule. So
Sure.
they can play along.
Yeah, I won't look at
Okay.
chat at all.
Yep.
Never.
Okay, so true
wish
or
that was your-
troll. True or troll for 100 is out. I thought it would black it out. Sorry,
You can
guys,
just-
this is a
you
new
can-
thing for me.
You could just delete it. Like you could just go in
Ugh.
and like just delete the.
I don't think I can from here.
Well,
It's
then
okay.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's okay. So true or troll for 100 is gone, guys. Just so you
All right,
know.
I want to do playable and proud for 500.
All right. Playable and proud for 500. This heartfelt adventure by Annapurna Interactive lets you play as a young queer protagonist who reconnects with family during a magical summer, featuring multiple same-sex romance options.
I'm spicy and served hot.
Chris again.
Life is Strange?
All right. That is not correct. So we'll move on. Anyone else?
Bing bang.
Yes, Gray. Or sorry,
uh-oh.
that's not Grace. Grace is an air horn.
Bing
Dan.
bang.
It's
I'm a great host. I don't
Bing
know.
bang!
Bing bang.
is it isn't it True Colors?
That's a
Mm.
play.
No,
No. It's a
Play.
no.
No.
Gray, do you have a guess?
Mass Effect.
Mass,
Mass
Effect?
Effect.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's definitely Mass Effect.
If found.
Okay.
Now,
Never heard
something
of
I'll
that game.
say is Annapurna is a really great dev, in my opinion. Has a lot
Yeah.
of good story-based
Oh,
stuff if you're interested. And If
There's some
Found
cool
is
stuff.
also very, very good if anyone would like to play something that's very story-based, emotional. All right.
It's still
Next.
Chris. It's still Chris.
Yes. Studio Love for 500.
This studio behind the visual novel Boyfriend Dungeon lets you date weapons, including a non-binary axe and a pansexual dagger.
It's amazing.
500s are
I
hard, guys.
have no idea.
Yeah,
who
I
that
don't know.
This is rough.
You guys always pick 500 right at the beginning. I'm like, let
Just
me.
like,
I
hey,
They
think
do
the
on
100.
Jeopardy.
I'd take 100.
They don't
They do on
always do it in
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. I don't know. I don't know this one.
I
don't
love
know.
it. I want to.
I want to play
Bing
this.
bang.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not play this.
Bing bang.
Yes.
I'm
it-
spicy
Yes.
and served
Hatful
hot.
Studios. Is that a one?
That is not it.
Oh, okay.
I saw Gray's light up. Did you buzz in, or was that just audio lighting up?
That was just audio lighting. The
Okay,
next
then
person was
Chris, go.
Blizzard.
Blizzard. Great guess. Definitely not it. A final studio guess, Gray. Anyone?
2K.
All right. It is Kit Fox Games. I've
Kit
never heard of
Fox.
them either, but this game had to come in here somewhere because
Yeah,
what?
It's amazing.
It looks good.
Amazing. I need to play this.
Yeah, check it
Yeah.
out.
Boyfriend Dungeon, everyone. Please give that one a shot. Soba said Gears of War for the last one. That's a Cyndi Lauper song. And Boyfriend Dungeon was awesome. Oh, you've played it. I need to do it. I'm so excited for
Gotta
it.
do it.
All right. We are still on Chris for the category.
Studio Love for 400.
Studio Love for 400.
Before
All
we
right.
do that, I just want to
Mhm.
say someone made a Kristen Applebee's from Dimension 20 dating.
Oh, that's awesome. That's wonderful.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
anyways, if you're into Dimension 20.
Known for a game in a post-apocalyptic
Bing
world
bang.
ravaged. Okay. Yes, that would be Dan.
It's the studio. It's Naughty Dog.
That would be correct.
Yay!
Dan got
Naughty
that one. See,
Dan.
I was wondering if that one was too easy.
I-
Okay, next one. What do you pick, Dan?
Oh, I can pick now. Canon or queer coded for 200.
Which one? Wait.
Is Max Caulfield from Life is
I'm
Strange canon or
spicy
queer
and
coded?
served hot.
Yes, Chris.
Canon.
That is correct. You can have a
Yes.
romantic arc with a female character. I didn't say who to not spoil the story.
Yeah,
'cause
there's
it's
a
really
lot of
good. You
story
should
stuff.
play
So
it. Often read as a bisexual character, though not explicitly stated
nice.
what her preference is.
That's a really good game.
All right.
If you haven't played it, you should play it, everybody.
Really, really good game. I love that game. Sorry, I am just typing that we did that one. And you get to pick for the next category, Chris.
It's my pick, Dan.
God damn it.
Studio Love for 300.
All right. Studio Love for 300. This Nintendo adjacent farming sim developer included same-sex marriage
Bing
options
bong.
in a. Yes, Dan.
What
I know the game name, I don't know the
Stardew
developer.
Valley?
No.
This would be Studio. Not,
Studio. Fuck.
Yep. Sorry about that, Dan. And what would anyone else like to chime in on this?
Can
I know
I
the
can I phone
studio.
a friend?
No. Take a wild stab.
Do you remember the studio that makes
I know what it is. I know what it is. That's the problem.
You know what? You know what? Nobody else has it. Dan, what's the studio? Go ahead.
Isn't it Frozen Ape? Isn't that who developed it? Or is that the guy?
That's not
That
the
is-
game, Dan.
That is not correct, actually, Dan. But I love your
I mean,
stab.
I can tell you the game that you're referring to.
Dan already did. Okay, all right. I think this one's a wash. I don't.
It's not Stardew Valley that you're talking about, though, right?
I'm talking about Stardew.
Oh, then it's Concerned Ape.
Concerned Tape. God damn it.
Boom. You were
I
very
thought you were
close.
referring to.
You were very close.
I thought you were talking about Harvest Moon.
Oh no, that would be not.
That could apply
That
to
would be
Harvest Moon. too, I
Natsun.
believe.
It
that
could
would be-
have been applied to Well, I think Harvest Moon you could
It's
only
not-
No, I'm pretty sure there's a Harvest Moon you can do same sex.
Allison.
Allison, can you?
Yes, I guess. I guess I would have accepted that, but you didn't know it anyway. So at least we got back to this one, and you got it right. So I guess I would have accepted either. There could have been an argument. Okay, so
Only
we are back on Chris then.
Only
200.
in Friends of Mineral Town and Pioneer something.
Yeah, it was only a couple of them, but you
Yeah.
could. This indie darling behind Dream Daddy gave players the chance to date a cast of charming, diverse dads.
Oh.
Oh, what's the studio?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I haven't played it, so
I mean, I know that it's Game Grumps. I don't know what the studio is. Unless
that was
Bing
a Game
bong.
Grumps produced game.
Yes, Bing Bong, Dan.
is it Game Grumps?
That would be Game Grumps.
Yeah!
It's the studio.
Nice.
Awesome. I didn't know Game Grumps did that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, that was
They're just
one
into
of the.
dads.
It's
That's
a
awesome.
beautiful game. Dan and I need to finish it.
Yeah,
maybe
we
sometime.
never
Yeah.
stopped playing it because I was playing all
No,
the
you did stop
daddies.
playing it. That's the problem.
I was playing all
Dan
the
was
daddies.
the
in
daddies.
it.
It's very true. Okay, we are now on Dan for the pick.
Okay, let's do canon or queer coded for 300.
Canon or queer coded for 300. Typing it out.
Gotta move fast, Gray.
Is Dorian
Bing
Oh,
bong.
that's
Thomas
horrible.
from Dragon Age? Yes, Bing Bong.
Can't move that fast.
It is queer coded.
Okay. No.
Damn it. Oh, his.
Canonically, he
You
is
know what?
the only openly gay mage in the
I never
game.
did. That's why. I'm so sorry.
Yep. Romanceable by
I'm so
real
sorry.
Inquisitors.
You
So,
really got into Inquisitor.
I mean, look at that mustache. I really should have.
What are you
Uh,
trying to say about men with mustaches? Hmm?
I mean, it's just better. Just better. Okay.
we all know.
Who wants the
we all
mustache, right?
I do.
I do.
All right,
Uh,
Dan, you get to pick again, though.
That doesn't seem fair, but I'll do it anyway.
It doesn't. That's how I made the category.
How about queer coded or canon for 300?
Queer coded or canon for 300 is Voldo from Soul Calibur.
Bing bong.
Oh, that was great.
I think we all did it at the same time.
I heard
I
Gray's the
heard the
loudest, though.
air horn first.
I
or
heard the air horn
loudest.
first. I didn't
can't
even hear
tell.
mine,
So
honestly.
Gray.
I just heard air horn.
Queer coded.
Boom. Known for provocative, gender-bending costumes and fluid movements, never
He was
explicitly confirmed.
He made me so uncomfortable when I was a young
Warthog?
Chris. Yeah.
When
I did clear Savannah's after every meal.
speaking of LGBTQ plus icons, Nathan Lane is up there. Highest of praise. We just watched.
We watched The Birdcage recently.
Yeah,
Is that
we
what you were
just-
about to say?
We just
It's
watched.
so
the
good!
It's so good. So good. So good.
All right, Gray, you get to pick the category. If you need to know what's available, just let me know. I can
Same category for 400, please.
absolutely. Is Sephiroth from Final
Bing
Fantasy?
bong.
Spicy and served hot.
I did hear Bing Bong first.
Damn.
Bing bang. I'm gonna say queer coded.
Queer coded is correct. He's often interpreted as queer due to aesthetic relationships, fan culture, and undertone, but no canon confirmation. One thing I'll say,
But he
For
does have
sure.
a thing for Cloud.
and that's kind of the undertone,
kind of
right?
Yeah.
But he
And
And his
also
mom.
he has a
also his
lot
mom.
of mommy issues.
And also his
a lot of mommy
He's
issues.
got a
He has
thing
a
for
lot
his
of-
mom, too.
Yeah, he has a lot of mommy issues. He has a complex and I'd say intense relationship with Cloud.
He has a complex and intense relationship with everything.
With the human race.
yeah, and some interpret that
and
as
other races, too.
a potential queer or homo-romantic relationship, but realistically, like maybe he just needs therapy, and we're misinterpreting it.
I mean, he
Who
definitely
knows?
needs therapy.
Listen,
Who
there's
knows?
I've never seen anybody in a video game or otherwise stand like this so often in front of his mom, just being like,
Mhm.
"Mom,
Hug me, mommy.
Yes.
hug me, mommy."
So that would be no points. We
You hugged me.
are
Wait,
back to Gray.
no, I
Wait, why
said
is that no point?
no,
Oh,
I
you said
said
queer coded.
Oh,
Sorry,
I did
sorry,
that.
Go on.
give me
My bad.
points.
It was
I think
fun.
I'm at
My
like
bad.
1200 or something. I don't know.
You could be. I'm not
got
keeping
points. I
track,
don't know
so
what
it's
they
up
are.
to you all.
queer coded or canon for 500, please.
All right. And 500. Oh no!
Mr.
Sorry,
Bell.
guys. 500. Is Steve Cortez from Mass Effect. Woo! All right, that was so fast. Let's go, Gray.
I don't even remember that dude from Mass Effect 3.
I didn't know if people would. That's why it was 500, but
Spicy
apparently
and served hot.
I say canon.
canon. That is correct. He is a romanceable gay character
Nice.
for male shepherd.
Oh, now I remember. In that outfit, I remember him.
That yes.
That's the only outfit I ever saw. It was
All right.
Liara or nothing.
We are back, and Gray, you can choose.
I think 200 in that category is still available, right?
It is. Is Berto from Super
And
Mario Brothers 2?
spicy and served hot.
Yes,
Nice.
Chris.
Queer coded.
Correct. Originally
Oh,
described as
Mary.
male wanting to be female, early Nintendo manuals referenced this, and later it was scrubbed, so it is
Oh.
not canon.
That's
That's
interesting.
interesting.
So
Mhm.
so wow, that's wild.
So, huh.
Some people do,
trans icon, basically. Is
some
what we're
people
saying.
do
Kind of.
internally believe maybe this is a trans gaming icon very early. However, it is not canon, and
Hmm.
nobody can really like pin that down for sure in a canon way. But I mean, in my heart, I always thought it. So when I was doing this research,
you,
it actually
Berto.
shocked me
Good for you, Berto.
that it wasn't canon because I thought it was in the book, and so it was, but it's been scrubbed, so it's really
To me,
not
I'm just
anymore.
like, what the fuck is like the whole eggs out of your mouth thing? That's the thing that freaks me out the most. I'm not even that for that. It's just like
It's,
the
Berto's egg in real life.
the birth
Um,
the biology of it just doesn't make any sense to me. Where's it coming from? Like,
We're gonna
but-
talk
where does
about
it go? Where does
we're
it
gonna
come
talk
from?
about the biology
Berto.
of that.
No.
We're gonna worry about that and not like taking a feather and getting a tail and like all the other things.
You don't know
That's
that.
just magic.
why
Yeah.
Yoshi swallows a
All
thing and
magic.
then all of a sudden has an
Yeah.
egg pop out.
We
Like-
accept it all as magic. It's good. It's good. Okay, so 100 is still available in queer coded or canon, but
Yeah,
the
but what
rest
about
of that
100 for Studio Love?
Studio Love, I think 100 is
knock
gone.
out
I only
Studio
have
Love?
300 left in Studio Love.
I thought we did 300. All right, let's do 300.
This Nintendo adjacent.
No, we did that
you're
one.
right.
I'm
Sorry. Then
spicy
100
and
is
served
available.
hot.
You're right.
I know that
Sorry, I
Dang.
one.
wrote it down wrong. Okay, ready? 100. This studio lets you romance characters like Kaiden,
Bing bong.
Lyra.
I'm spicy
Fuck.
and
Mm.
Bing
served
Bong was
hot.
first. It was first. I saw the green light officially. Okay, Dan.
Oh no. I know the game. Again, I forgot the category. It's
I'm
No, it's at the top.
spicy and
It's
served
Studio Love.
hot.
it's
I'm spicy. I'm spicy.
Isn't it EA?
I'm spicy.
It's not. I think Chris wants to try, so let's let him try. He's making it subtle. I can't tell.
It's BioWare.
BioWare. Fuck.
Boom. So that would be a Chris
Give me my
pick
fucking
again.
100 points.
All right, so that wipes out Studio Love.
How many do we have left in Playable and Proud?
Playable and Proud, we have everything but 500 actually left. Those are going to be the more complicated ones.
Yeah, that's what I like about them. 400.
All right, 400. In this historical action game, you play as Cassandra or Alexios, both
Bing
of whom
bong.
can romance.
spicy and served hot.
That was Chris first.
Damn it.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh, the whole series? Is that what you're going with?
What the fuck was that one called?
I'm going to need the game. I'm sorry.
Ugh. Assassin's
pick a number.
Creed.
Bing bong. Bing bong.
Assassin's Creed.
We all like MILFs.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Assassin's Creed 5? No. No, because this was after they went after numbers. It was Assassin's
mhm.
Creed.
Sure. It could be.
Oh. I can remember the one before and after it. God damn it, I can't remember.
Okay,
Bing
we'll
bong.
let Dan go.
Bing
He was
bong.
also subtle about wanting to go next.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
God damn it!
God,
I can
Creed
think of
Odyssey is
Origins and
correct.
Valhalla,
Yeah.
but I couldn't think of fucking Odyssey. I was
Just
like,
to
it's not a
address the-
number.
just to address the chat because I have it. I'm so sorry. Dan should grow that mustache. Want to piss off a bunch of people? Say Sephiroth is queer. Fair enough. Yeah, you're not wrong.
You could.
Allison turned into the mandatory fund commissioner. Well, we do have a very deep relationship, and I do think he's rubbed off on me. But clearly, I'm not quite as good at hosting the game itself.
I could
We're
mail
getting
you
there.
the wig if you want.
Why would you have a wig for him?
I don't know. I'm just saying I
Bruno.
could.
Berta was male presenting female in the OG Supermother. Yes, Bros 2 manual. Yes,
Super Mother
crazy.
Bros.
It's a huge dev. I think he was trying to help you guys
was
out
trying
there,
to
but
help.
you can't read the chat. So EA is the producer. Fair enough. And might not have been the producer when the game first came out. Pip said he was being spicy with his button. Facts. Chris is not a history buff. Odyssey.
Oh, fuck me, I guess.
All right, we're caught
The
up,
history
guys.
buffiest of all of us is not a history buff.
Give me that playable and proud for 300.
All right, playable and proud 300. In the indie hit lets you play as Madeline, a young woman who confronts both a mountain and her inner demons, including themes later embraced by trans players.
I'm
Oh,
spicy and
nope.
served hot.
Oh, Chris, you want to
Maybe.
stab? Okay.
Celeste?
Dang,
Yep.
you got it. See,
Wow.
don't doubt yourself.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I heard it.
I couldn't.
Celeste.
I
Fuck.
knew it, and then I was like, I don't remember the game name because I forgot. Also, I was very bad at that game. So
All right, we have 200 and 100 left in playable and proud.
Yeah, I'll do 200.
200? Set in a futuristic
I'm
city.
Bing
spicy
bong.
Ooh.
and served
Okay,
hot.
all right. Chris was very fast.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes, that is correct. All right, we have the 100 left in this category. I
Yeah.
assume you're cleaning it out.
keep it going, Alex.
In this 2023 tactical
I'm
RPG released.
spicy and served
Baldur's Gate
hot.
3.
Yes. Yes, he's very fast on that buzz button. I don't know how to fix that. Can we give him a slowdown over there somehow?
I'm getting the cheap ones. It's fine.
Pip says, Gray, are you playing?
Dang.
Listen, the way that my setup is right now is I have to have the sound effects open. I can't see half the screen.
Oh,
and I have
no.
to leave it open or else I
I'm so
can't
sorry.
buzz
That's
fast
fair.
enough.
I want to give Gray some
Yes.
kind of benefit here because
No, I'm still having a lot of fun, and I'm that.
He's the Lisan Arkai.
All right, we have Studio Love is gone, Playable and Proud is gone. We have 100, I believe, left for queer, coded, or canon. And then the others, we have
Do
a
that one.
couple
Just
left.
clear it out.
Let's do it. I'm not even reading it.
Bing bang.
I'm spicy
Hey,
and
that
served
would
hot.
be
That
Gray.
was Gray, yeah.
Canon.
100%. Is Ellie queer coded or canon, Gray?
Canon.
Confirmed lesbian. Her identity is central to Left Behind. Oh, that's wrong. And part two.
No,
It's
yeah,
not-
no, that's right. No, yeah.
Doesn't it,
Left
doesn't it
Behind.
not come in the first?
It's well, Left Behind is DLC from
On the
the
first.
first one, which it does.
That's where I'm getting mixed up. Yes.
Right.
I was going to say, did I write that down wrong?
You wrote it correctly. It's just confusing to say.
All right. And now this one is gone. We have canon or queer coded, true or troll left, and we have stuff in here. So let me know which one you want, and I'll tell you what's there.
What's in True or Troll?
200 down.
Okay, let's do 200.
The Sims allowed same-sex couples to get
I'm
married before
spicy
the
and
US.
served hot.
Spicy was first. Let's go, Chris.
True.
That is true. The
Yep.
Sims has been ahead of the curve for years. As early as 2000, players could have same-sex relationships. And by 2004, The Sims 2, they could marry or have civil unions, even before the federal legalization of the US. Crazy.
Fuck
All
you,
right.
government.
Yeah.
Screw you, U.S. government.
Facts. Chris, your go.
300 for True or Troll.
Bing
In
bang.
Super Mario. Oh,
Sorry, that was my accent.
okay. Yes. Great. In Super Mario Odyssey, what is your answer? That's all the further I got.
I'm pretty sure Dan went first.
I did, but I don't know what
he
it is.
didn't
I'm so
mean
sorry.
to. He
I didn't
said
mean
he
to.
said he didn't want
Just
it.
press the button. Sorry.
I'll just read the whole thing for the viewers. In Super Mario Odyssey, Princess Peach dumps both Mario and Bowser. If you
Browser.
yeah, it came out wrong. If you stay after credits, you get a post-game ending where she goes on a date with Pauline.
Troll.
It is a troll. Peach does reject both Mario and Bowser, but she goes off to travel solo. Iconic queen behavior, but no Pauline romance.
True.
All
Unfortunate.
right. Which category would you like now, Gray?
Let's just keep working this one for 400.
The first playable transgender character in a non-indie video game
I'm
released in 20.
spicy and served hot.
I think that's Troll.
You think that's troll?
Yeah.
It's true. The first video game.
Well, no,
It's
it's
true that I
troll.
was
It
correct.
he was correct.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, you are correct. It is troll. The first video game from a major publisher to feature a playable transgender main character is Tell Me Why, and it wasn't until 2020.
Yep.
The game
I
developed
was thinking
by.
it was earlier. Fuck.
I thought maybe people would, so I thought
I
maybe
feel like
that's
it
why
was
you guys would.
always
I mean, that's why I
Secondary
said Troll because I thought it
characters.
was earlier.
Yeah, I think
That's why I
there's
made it earlier because I was like,
Because like you can make your. I'm pretty sure there are games that you probably could make your character transgender before.
true, but that's not. I think that's like this is a character that is like the story is developed
Right.
and made to be that way,
Sure, okay.
as opposed to
like you are defined as a playable transgender main character.
right.
There was no storytelling.
You don't have a choice. You are a transgender main character.
Yeah, that is who you are. Developed by Don't Nod Entertainment and published by Xbox Game Studios, stars Tyler Ronan, a transgender man. The developers
Mhm.
worked with GLAAD to ensure an authentic representation of the trans experience. So that are we going down that one, or would you like to jump to canon or queer coded?
Let's finish it.
All right.
Gotta go down.
The Mass Effect series only
And
allows same-sex
spicy
rela-
and served hot.
Yes, Chris.
Troll.
Some options are available in Mass Effect 1 and 2, especially with alien characters like Laria. Is that right? I was
Liara.
saying that name? Liara?
Liara.
I couldn't remember. But Mass
That's my
Effect 3
girl.
expanded options significantly. Okay, so now we're over here. Let's just hit, I think we skipped 100, so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah?
Sure.
Is
Bing
Lena
bang.
Oxton? I heard the air horn first.
Damn it.
It was really close. Air horn.
Queer coded.
Oh no, it's canon.
Incorrect. It's canon for that one.
She has a
It was
girlfriend.
revealed as
I didn't know there was a
lesbian in the
comic.
comic. Yeah, no,
Okay.
and if some people will not know that, and also I thought about not even putting her picture on there, but I was like, I'll make this a
I wouldn't have
100
known
one.
who she was. I don't know.
Yeah,
her
I
name.
figured. I didn't know her
Okay.
name.
Yeah.
I didn't know her name.
I
so
know
was
she
like,
existed, but I
Mhm.
didn't know anything else other than that.
I almost made that a $500 one just for funsies, but that's okay. Okay, let's go to 400 now. Is Joker from
Bing
Persona 5
bang.
canon? That was a bing bong.
That's a queer coded.
Correct. Player determined relationships, and some fans interpret interactions as queer coded, but no canon same gender romance options exist in the Persona
Yeah,
series.
that's really upsetting to me that there's no, because
Yes.
he's very, the Joker character is so empathetic that it's hard to be like, oh, well, you have to understand it's like Japanese studio, so it's,
Yeah, I was
whatever.
going to say that's
But-
probably like a Japanese culture thing
but
more so
it's
than
also
anything
like
else.
it's just like it's so empathetic that it almost should be options.
But look at how he looks at this man. I don't know. I'm just saying.
That's his that is
Pretty
his
sure he's looking at the character.
he's looking
I know.
it's his best
He's
friend.
looking at the
So
screen.
that's
He's looking
It
at
is his
you.
best friend.
Yeah.
All right, we'll clear this board with the 500 for canon or queer coded. Is Poison from Final Fight Street
And
Fighter?
spicy and served hot.
I definitely heard an air horn first, so let's hit that one. Gray.
Queer coded.
Correct.
Yep.
Transgender origins heavily debated. However, Capcom has been ambiguous over the years, saying officially they don't have a stance technically on if the character is trans or not, so it's not canon. However, I will say representatives for Capcom has said, yeah, definitely, and in many ways over many times, and then been backed up on those stances probably by Capcom as a whole, who said, don't say that. I'm going to guess, because then they would reverse them.
Yeah,
So,
probably.
That's a very debated situation there. Okay, so now we're ready for final Brewpardy, everybody.
Final
Oh, yeah.
Brewpardy.
So, yes, get your Discord open, except for Dan.
Yeah, I'm
Daniel.
gonna text it to you.
Text it to me, Dan. Everybody else,
I mean,
feel
I
free
don't
to
know how
send
many
me
points I got, so
send me a direct message on.
Oh.
Yeah, you're supposed to keep your own points. See, this is why if I do this,
oh,
you
I
guys
thought
have
it
to
was just
keep your
kind of
own
like
points.
points don't matter. I'm sorry.
I definitely beat
It was
Chris.
unclear.
It's fine.
I'm
Okay,
going
look,
to
you all have 500 points.
Okay, got it.
Wager what you wish on this final question. It's amazing. You guys are tied. It's a miracle.
And
So
yet we only
go
got 500
ahead
points.
and send me a DM with your answer. Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the topic is LGBTQ plus gaming history, herstory, themstory. And I would like you to now send me a DM with what you plan to wager out of 500.
All right, I sent it to you.
Okay, thank you. All right, I got everyone's. So we will go on to the question. While controversial in its portrayal, this 1992 Japanese RPG featured a playable character named Flea, who presents as feminine, but identifies as a man, and in Japanese uses feminine signifiers in his speech long before LGBTQ plus representation became more common in the West. This is one of the first gender fluid playable characters in the gaming market. You have 1 minute. Chat, feel free to put your answers because no one's going to be cheating. Everyone send me a DM or text with your answers. Dan, you can't wager that. I just checked what you wagered. And you cannot wait for that. I just knew you sent me a message.
Oh, what's it called?
Soba, you do. Well done. Tell me why
shit.
also makes me think of NSYNC. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that pops into my head. So you're in the right place.
I have no idea.
All right. Time is up. I expect your messages. I see 2. I see 3. All right. Everyone wagered 500. So
For
just so you know, this
500.
is going to be Dan wagered 500 of D's nuts, but I'm removing that part.
Got him.
And it's all just a 500. We have 3 answers. None of them are the same. And unfortunately, none of them are right. So you
Damn.
all have 0.
I think
We
it's
tied.
Yay!
But we do have a winner in chat, Soba, who was not actually scheduled to be with us in person here and should have been, has won the game. So congratulations, Soba. And the answer is Chrono Trigger.
Oh.
This is the character, and they were technically represented by the company as a man. And they have a quote saying, "Male, female, what's the difference? Power is beautiful, and I've got the power." So love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
So
Technically a playable character too.
That's true. Yep, you can play Flea for a little bit in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember
But-
all of that now.
this is not like a canonic, like this person is trans. I would say this person, in if I were to guess, because
Non-binary.
they're not
is what I would
saying it,
say.
non-binary, or
Non-binary.
gender fluid.
Not Barry.
Non-binary or gender fluid.
I'm not here to say what
Is
they
my
are,
guess.
so.
Yeah, they could say
Correct.
whatever the hell they
And
are. It's fine.
That is why they weren't.
They
the
said
first.
that's why they said male, female. What's the difference?
Exactly. They're not
They
defining
identify
it,
as power.
and we love that. I also would love to identify as power, but I am not. So there we go. Great game, everyone. You all lost.
Hooray!
Except Soba. Yay!
I like saying.
The problem is Soba didn't bet anything.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
I
So
would
he
like to
also
believe.
has 0.
I would like to believe that Soba would have bet 500 too, like
Most-
everybody did, because they did not keep their points.
I like that you framed it in that we didn't all win, we all lost equally, which is perfectly
You
fine.
Yes.
all
Better,
won equally, is what I
fine.
meant.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
I'm so
fine.
sorry. It's what I meant.
Win,
Okay.
lose.
Are you gonna play stuff?
Well, I need to end the episode. So with
That's
that,
true.
Today we celebrated the vibrant, powerful, and totally legendary
Absolutely.
LGBTQIA plus community in the world of video games.
If you were
From
to pick,
groundbreaking characters.
if you were to pick up the
Um,
LGBT community, it would be gold, or
It
like
would be
orange,
gold.
or whatever the
I'm pretty sure
However-
it's gone plat.
platinum.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
whatever your game color is for the highest
Diamond.
item.
Ooh, diamond. Yeah.
So whether you're a seasoned gamer, an ally, or just here for pixel perfect trivia, I am so happy that you joined us today and you listened in. And thanks for being here. I had a whole thing and it's gone from my brain. I wrote it down, but who needs to read? Big thanks to our contestants for playing along with my game, our wonderful brew crew, and of course the countless queer game devs, streamers, writers, artists, and fans who continue to change the literal game for us. And with that, we'll end the episode the same way we always do, which is by saying
Good
Good
night,
night.
good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye.